Hey, Shalom, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that told me the truth. Shalom to the sincere and hopeful alike. This is Kodash Payan, as you can see, rich and poor. And, I was reading some parables, right, in the gospel, and in the book of St. Luke 17 and 18, and just put me in the spirit to just open up and flow through the spirit. I'm not sure what this is going to lead to exactly, but what I will do is start off with the scripture in the book of James, chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren," meaning listen, right? "Have not God chosen the poor of this world rich in faith?" Right? Because we're not rich in substance. Real riches is inheriting land, inheriting gold, precious stones, precious minerals of the earth, animals, thousands of animals, slaves, owning, right? Here it is, we're subjected to payments. We're under our oppressors. We don't own nothing here, because we're in captivity still. But the Lord made us rich through spirit, through our faith in the land of the forsaken, the ungodly, primarily America, Babylon the Great, which so we have faith in the land of the shadow of death, like I believe it was King David says, "I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil," because there's, that's all you see around you is what this society promotes, results to death, results, it goes contrary to everything the scriptures speak about this place, this is not a righteous kingdom right now, which is why we are prisoners of hope, hoping, on the promises of what the Lord said was going to come upon us if we continue our faith and endure unto the end. It says, so that's more valuable than any riches, faith, that this place has to offer. Because everything here is vanity and vexation of the spirit anyway. It's wicked. It's corrupt. So if you have you have faith unto the Lord and you're trying to be holy, kodash, pure, separate from this world, that's more than any riches can offer, man. Right? But anyway, it says, "Have not God chosen the poor of this world rich in faith and hearers of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him?" Right? So if you love the Lord, you're going to do that which is pleasing in his sight. And, in the sense of poor is, we are, as a nation, we're lowly. We are looked down upon, especially being, a man of the Lord, knowing what we know, right? We're like regular publicans. We got regular jobs. Brothers may have a little car, job, whatever. But we are not, our faith is based on the promises of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua according to these scriptures. Our faith is not reliant on this world and what it has to offer like the rest of these people. They're so shook up on losing the little materials, right, that they do have. Their jobs, their children even, right, their cars, their houses, right? Everything they quote unquote worked so hard for so long, their savings, all of that is about to come to naught, meaning nothing. There's no value. There's no, it won't last. It's wicked, it's corrupt. So there's, whatever is corrupt is going to be destroyed. We're poor, but in faith, our faith, we're storing up our treasures in heaven. As the scriptures say, where thieves don't rob, where moth won't destroy it. You know, everything here is temporary, man. And part of the parable in Luke 18, we might as well go into it, right? It says, the book of St. Luke, chapter 18, verse number 1, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, right? It says, saying, there was in the city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded man. So if you don't fear the Lord, you won't do that which is pleasing in his sight. You won't rehearse the righteous acts for trying to fulfill the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. That'll be a righteous king to do so, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and the men he woke up, you know. But it says, and right now we're subjected under wicked kings, wicked rulers. Scripture said the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. They're the ones that own, the riches. We're considered slaves. We gotta work for another man. Right? Where we go in want to all things as far as substances, because they own businesses. We pay rent. That where you think everything goes to. Anyway, it says, and there was a widow in the city, Salakia. Yeah, verse 3, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. She didn't have a husband, so she went to the king, like, please avenge me from my enemies, right? And there was, it says, verse 4, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regarded man, yet because this widow troubled me, I would avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And that woman, represents us as Israel. We continuously going to the Lord so he can avenge us from our enemies. And the scriptures refer to us as a woman. I believe in the book of Jeremiah. Right? So that's where our help is going to come. That's where our promise is going to come. That's where the riches, scriptures say, seek ye the Lord, first, and all these things shall be added unto you. Roughly paraphrasing. I know that's in the book of St. Matthew, the 6th chapter. Right? So Yahweh Shai wasn't, he made himself of no reputation. He didn't receive, any of those wicked kingdoms that the adversary tried to persuade him during the time of him fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. Right? He knew my kingdom is not of this world. As he stated. Alright, so just like with Lazarus, Lazarus was, matter of fact, let's go to that real quick. Alright, we're going to go to that with Lazarus, which was poor, which represented Israel as a whole, and going into the rich man. But I want to finish one more precept real quick in Luke, the 18th chapter. It says, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. Right? So the Lord is going to avenge his elect, that cry day and night. Those people that's rich, that got the everything they desire in this world, they're in the house of feasting. The elect primarily is in the house of mourning. And look at our people as a whole, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites. They're all jacked up, man. Lawless, and this is why Yahweh Shai needs to come back to restore our people and restore law and order upon this earth. One more precept, verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? That's right. You know? So only a small few shall obtain that faith when Yahushua comes back in comparison of the world. You know? And hey, you just had Queen Elizabeth that just passed. So-called Queen Elizabeth that just passed. And eventually she's gonna come back to receive her judgment. From all the wickedness she has done in the flesh. Her spirit will come back, It says, because the scriptures say, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. But this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 16, verse 19. There was a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day, far fared, Slakia. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores. He was poor, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, right? Sores. So, we're poor. We only get the crumbs of the earth. We are in the ghettos or in poverty level, living check to check, trying to make ends meet. And our people are destroyed, man. Intoxicated by this world or by different substances. Homeless. Under these curses pursuing the Deuteronomy. But the Lord woke up, men starting from the apostles and their elders on down, and the men that teach through the true name and the true doctrine that branched out of that, the house of David, we're able to understand why we're in the predicament we're in. So we are still in the curses physically, but mentally our spirit understands the promise. Like the scripture say in Ecclesiastes, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Because we know the end of it all, right? Though it has to get worse, before it gets better. But anyway, with Lazarus, represents us. We're eating the crumbs, But it says, from the rich man's table, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. And the dogs represents these other nations that got businesses out here, The Chinese and Japanese, which is Moab and Ammon, they got stores out here. Fucking Ham, the Africans with their wig shops, and they making merchandise off of our people, through their oppression, right? And these other nations, these heathens look down on our people, and they add more oppression upon us, But it says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels unto Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried, meaning went to heaven. It says, and in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom, right? And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. So these rich people, they're going to see their torment real soon, and they're going to see who are the chosen, who are the people of the Lord, which they know now, in a sense, but they're going to regret, and they're going to be in slavery for everything they have done, So, tables is going to turn real soon, basically, man. And, we don't have nothing here. This is why the scriptures speak about they love not their lives, right? Because we don't have a life here. We're just surviving. We in these messed up bodies. Even our thoughts try to, cleanse our thoughts, cleanse our ways. We still sin, And yeah, so we're not gonna take nothing in the society with us, man. You know, let me get another scripture real quick. This is the book of St. Luke chapter 17 verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which I are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. And this is our duty, to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the best of our ability and to grow in it. You know, because scripture say wisdom and knowledge shall be what? The stability of that time. So we the ones that's going to be stable, you know, through these times to come where everything is destroyed. Everything that all these people sold out for is about to be destroyed. And everything that we worked hard for through the Spirit, you know, being humiliated, being, you know, our reasonable sacrifices, you know, the Lord is going to bless us with that reward. You know, even if we have to be persecuted. Scriptures say the dead in Yahushua shall arise first. So it's all going to be worth it for a crown of life. You know, and then we're going to receive all those riches, even as a Job, you know, when he had gotten blessed with double the portion he had before through holding his integrity and his faith, you know, unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, so, hey man, I hope this lesson was edifying, you know, and a spiritual conversation. You know, I was just reading and the Spirit jumped on me, so I pressed play, and so forgive me if I was all over the place, you know, but yeah, because once these people panic, you know, they're not going to they're not gonna rationalize. They're gonna remember everything that was told unto them. Then shall they know a prophet was among them. You know, so it's alright to be poor now. It's alright to, because the scriptures say the last shall be first and the first shall be last. So it's alright to be the underdog. It's alright to be, you know, hey, look at what Yahushua went through. They spat on him, they gave him clothes as a king and mocked him. They gave, you know, hey man, Yahushua rode on a donkey. You know, he said fine linen on king's houses. You know, we're kings, we're princes, but, you know, we're as servants right now. Yahushua took up a form of a servant. He washed the disciples' feet, which later on became apostles. So we're doing that unto each other now, comforting one another with these words. You know, like it tells you in Acts the 14th chapter, you know, exhorting them to continue in the faith. Right? So, hey, this is this is all we got. And with having this, we have everything. And I'm going to say that again. This is all we got. So in having this, we have everything. One more time. This is all we have. So in having this, we have all. With that, I'm going to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until next time, Shalom.